didn't really hurt Higgins with anything standing other than maybe a few low kicks. He was really close to winning the fight though with that Darce choke, but Higgins showed some good defense at the end.
Higgins, good job punching his way in there and tying up Couture. I think this is the fight that he wants.
Couture blocking the leg, creating that separation, maybe wanting to deliver a knee of his own as they continue to neck grapple past the collar tie. Vance calling for knee strikes. There's a knee to the solar plexus by Couture. Overhand right in the separation, but Higgins catches him with one shot of his own.
Couture's doing a good job of moving, and Higgins has got to recognize that. He's got to cut him off. He's following him instead of cutting him off. You can't let a guy dance around you like that.
Couture tends to move toward the right, so he would want to chop him off at the pine. But then Couture, like that, moves to the left too, so he's really an elusive, yet always moving forward.
It's interesting, Couture said he wanted to showcase his stand-up, but Patty was the ground game that almost reaped dividends in the opening round with that near Darce choke submission.
Yeah, and he was going for the finish with the guillotine, then the Darce. The kid is a finisher. You gotta love that in any fighter.
Double switch into a left kick. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Couture obviously feels that there's no danger here from Higgins in a punching or a kicking mode, so he can just basically take his time, stay on the outside, and pick at it.
Double underhooks, nice.
Strike from Couture, collar tie, looking for the tie plum. There it is, maybe. Oh, check the jaw, Higgins, but credit Higgins popping right back up. He can take a shot.
His hips were spring low, and he hit the mat and popped right back up into the takedown.
Now from cross-side position, and immediately Couture looking for another choke, perhaps from cross-side position. We saw it in our last bout, maybe looking for the crucifix as well, but Higgins needs to scramble right into full mount. Nicely done by Couture.
Couture is such a scramble from the top position, but now this is a bad move. Higgins got to really be careful here.
Corner mount.
And when you see
looking for the body triangle.
When you see tactical errors on the ground by a fighter that just got dropped by a punch, a lot of times they're making those mistakes because their head's a little cloudy at that point.
Looking for the arm triangle choke is Pyan Couture.
He's sinking it in. He's keeping his head low. He's trying to slide off the cross side. There he is. Nice job by Higgins, grabbing his own hand, locking around his leg. That gives him leverage. You can see how he's got a little room for his neck there.
Nice submission defense here by Higgins. A great grappling contest here in round 2.
I think I like the grappling contest better than the stand-up.
No doubt about it. And now Couture has Higgins back. Has his hooks in. Looking for the rear naked choke. But again, good presence of mind to Higgins to defend.
Yeah, good job getting the hand control there. He knows he's safe as long as you can control the hands. Nothing your opponent can do to you. You can sit, take a deep breath.
And he's not panicking.
Right. Try to gather yourself and figure out what to do next.
I would have to say defensively, Higgins is very good at jiu-jitsu. The problem is he hasn't had any offense yet in that game.
Final minute of the second stanza. Couture working on Higgins. Has the hooks in, still has his back.
Up top is something we shouldn't even pay attention to right now. Look at the legs of Couture. They're crushing the body of Higgins. Higgins is having trouble breathing right now. Those legs get tighter every time you exhale.
It's like a boa constrictor.
Yes, it continues to constrict. And like I've said it before, that's why they outlawed the figure 4 on the body in wrestling.
Not in MMA. 25 seconds left in the second round. Couture continues to squeeze away on Higgins, while Higgins shells up.
Couture starting to get mean. Starting to get mean back with those body shots. I'm hitting him right under the armpit.
Final 10 seconds to the second round. Another round hold. But son of mixed martial arts legend Randy the Natural Couture. Couture.
Go
Couture showing some flash in that round. They had a little scramble here. And I tell you what, Couture's stand-up looks way better than it did in his first fight. Beautiful right hand landed there. Nice job coming over the top of the arm. Higgins, though, come right back into an attempted takedown. Here they are again, slips out. And he's able to just right away instinctually throw that right hand, landed right on the button. Higgins goes down, but right back in the legs. Here taking the back off the arm triangle. Good job by Higgins defending that. Couture moving on. Good transition grappling match going on here between these two. Hey, for a guy that's 2-0 and a guy that's 1-0, they're doing a great job of putting on a great show.
Miss Kelly Hutcherson, this rock star, one of the Strikeforce card girls here, on hand at the Cedar Park Center as we are set for the third and final round. It's been an entertaining tilt thus far, especially the ground game, Steven, and dare I say, Higgins needs a knockout or submission to win this one.
Yeah, Higgins has got to do some damage. He's got to put some pressure. He's got to finish this fight. He really does, because he's down 2 rounds. He looked great in defending things, but when he got dropped by that right hand, that was not good. And that showed that Ryan Couture, his confidence had to gain in his punching power after that happened.
Yeah, when you score your first knockdown, you're pretty happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that Couture is very pleased with himself, but still 5 minutes almost of work to do.
What would you have told Higgins in that second round? What would you have told Higgins?
I would tell him he needs to stay inside of the kicks and keep punching. And eventually try and transition to a takedown. See how Couture reacts off his back.
Couture looking to maybe take this to the ground again, but now just delivering a series of body shots. The overhook, the 50-50 position employed here by Higgins.
I think that sometimes the development of a fighter can be gauged by his training partners, and of course, extreme warriors. You got Bray Bader, you got a bunch of killers down there. Higgins is doing the right thing by trying to take this fight to the mat, but he's got to stay on top if he does that.
Looking for the single leg. Is Higgins down? Electing to go the double leg route, but good takedown defense here by Ryan Couture. Gets the underhook. 3:34 left in the final round. And looking to run the pipe there was Higgins, but Couture wants nothing to do with that.
Ton of energy expended by Higgins. He had the double, had his hands locked. Didn't get his hips in underneath him to lift Couture. Then he transitioned to the single, tried back to go to the double, and Couture just got his legs apart too wide for Higgins to finish.
Steven, we've talked a lot about the fact that the jab, nice body kick there by Couture, is underutilized in MMA. Would you like to see Higgins maybe employ a little bit more of that to try to get Couture off his rhythm?
I really would, because Higgins, I don't think, has thrown a single jab in the whole fight. He's basically waiting for Couture to do something, and I think that Higgins is really going to learn from this fight, even if he loses. I mean,
It's been a competitive matchup to a large degree. I mean, Couture has controlled the grappling, but you're right. This is a good test for Ryan Couture.
Yeah, it's a good test for Ryan Couture, and it's a good measuring stick for Higgins to go back to the drawing board, work on his boxing, and work on his leg checking ability.
And of course, there's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, and Higgins just tagged Couture with a right. Couture giving the ball. That was strange.
Hey, that was very awkward. That's what happens when you don't commit on a technique. Couture pulled back on a technique that he thought wasn't there. Higgins took advantage of it. Higgins needs to finish and take advantage and put him on his back.
Oh, nice escape though by Couture. Turns around, breaks the grip, and now has the lock on Higgins. The trip takedown, and this may have secured Higgins' fate in this fight.
It's not going to be good, because if Couture can pin him right up against his fence, he can finish this with ground and pounds. But he's going to go for the back.
Got the back again. Has the one hook in. Wants to get that other hook in. Flatten out. Higgins has the high back mount here. Looking for that rear naked choke. 1:48 left in the fight.
Flattening Higgins out here. That's the best time to work, is when you can get somebody flat. Higgins doing a good job, though, with that right arm blocking Couture's leg from getting in. When somebody does that, you cross your legs. So you only got one leg in. That keeps you stuck to their hips. Good job by Couture. This kid's technically sound.
Now the curve. Rear naked choke. Higgins on the ball. No. Trying to break the grip. 1:15. You can see it all.
He looks done.
Pain etched on his face. The arm is secured underneath the chin. Now he's locked it. And Higgins survives again.
That shows you right there how important hand control is. Couture was not able to finish it because of him controlling that one hand. That will save your rear end.
Higgins with more lives than a cat in this fight thus far. Final minute of the contest. It's all Ryan Couture in his sophomore mixed martial arts battle, softening him up again, going for the rear naked choke.
There's his grab in the wrist again.
Got the chin. Hand is not in the right position.
The chin
Well, Higgins grabbed it and pulled it down. Now he's going palm to palm to try and finish. You don't have as much leverage that way.
Now he's securing it. What a battle here. 25 seconds left. Is Couture going to be able to submit